Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ultimate Challenge in Big Ambitions, the series where we put our entrepreneurial skills to the test. In this dog-eat-dog gameplay, I'm starting with just $8, no help from Uncle Fred, and a city full of competition. Are you ready to join me on this epic journey from rags to riches in the most difficult settings? Buckle up because we're diving deep into the heart of New York City's business world, where every decision counts and the stakes are higher than ever. Let's build an empire together, one strategic move at a time, right here on the Gray Cat. In the initial episode of our Big Ambitions Challenge, we embark on a journey through the first 4 days of gameplay. Starting with nothing but $8 and sheer determination, we secure a job and endure 2 days of work at the local supermarket, sleeping on park benches between shifts. Hustling our way through the concrete jungle, we secure a loan and focus on opening our very first shop. Join me as we celebrate the grand opening and make our first profits, marking the beginning of our incredible rise to entrepreneurial success. Today we are playing Big Ambitions. We have a 365-day year, starting with $8. Move the tax percentage up to 20%. Got the market price multiplier at 110%. Basically, that means we pay more for the goods. Employee hourly salary multiplier. Should have just said wages. That's up by 10%. Bank interest multiplier, it's all the way up to 130%. And the negative interest rate at 0, so it's not going to subtract anything from the interest rate. So we're going to go ahead and start. Okay, I'm going to create our character. Name is going to be Gray Cats. I'm going to go with this guy. That haircut, black hair, cool. Clothing, we're going to wear a suit. Eventually in the game, I think there's going to be a way to purchase products, and maybe that we could change clothes at some point in the game. So if they do that, then I'll start in t-shirt and jeans and try to work my way up to a suit. But for now, we're going to start with suit because I don't think we can do that. We're going to have gray slacks. About the charcoal gray. Oh, wait a minute. We got a blue jacket. I don't want blue. I want black. Alright. And then, like I said, the dark gray slacks. The fancy black shoes. And let's start the game. Alright, so here we are right outside of the Elgato food market. We're going to go in here and get a job. Talk to the job board. Accept the job. See up here, we start tomorrow at 8 a.m. So we got really nothing to do until then except sleep. So I'm going to go down here and we'll sleep in the park. That will hopefully keep our happiness up for as long as possible. And we are heading down 3rd Street. Right now we are in Hell's Kitchen. You can look at the map. And you can see if I select Hell's Kitchen here, that's this area. The garment district is down here. This is probably where we'll be starting our first businesses because the rents are cheaper in this area. We also have Midtown, which is over here. This is probably the most expensive area, I think. And then you have Murray Hill, which is over here. And I think that's like the second most expensive. Basically, it goes Garment District, Hell's Kitchen, Murray Hill, Midtown. Other things we can look at, we can see buildings for sale, which there's not going to be many of those. It don't really take. What am I doing? That's not what I want. Okay. But here's the park. That's where we're headed right now. I don't see any businesses or buildings for sale. But anyway, we're not going to be buying any buildings for quite a long time. Another thing you can look at is buildings for rent, and this is what we'll be doing. So retail buildings for rent, that's all the ones that are highlighted here. Oh, there's none in my little favorite area, which is right in here. This is where I usually like to get started. There is one up here, 15 traffic, 15 capacity. So that might be one that we look at. And then you can see there's residential. There's one right beside it, so that'll be good. It's $44 a day, and for some reason, like the retail buildings are much cheaper to rent. Yeah, $15. Basically, your retail rent is typically based on the traffic that's in that area, but you can also you can see what kind of stores are in the area where you're getting ready to. So hit these little red highlighted ones. They're the clothing stores that are in that area. Coffee shops. There's always lots of coffee shops. Fast food. There's always lots of fast food, but they tend to sell different things. Like some of them will sell hot dogs. Some of them will sell pizza. Some of them will sell burgers. Some of them will do salads. Florist. There's no florist in this area, so that florist is always a good one to start out. It's pretty cheap to get started. The products don't cost too much, and there's a decent markup. Same for gift shops. There's only one gift shop in this area, so that is another possibility. Jewelry stores. There are no jewelry stores. Oh, there's one way up here. Um, Jewelry stores are not good to start with. First of all, they don't get a whole lot of sales, and they're very expensive to start up. Just the display case is $10,000, and then the jewelry is like I can't remember, somewhere over $1,000 to. Well, we can check that. We can check the wholesale place over here. Browse the inventory. Jewelry. Oh yeah, $7,000 for 50 cheap jewelry. So you're looking at a minimum of $17,000 just for your display case and the jewelry, and that's not counting your cash register, shopping basket, paper bags, a cabinet to set the cash register on, a cleaning station. So you're looking at probably close to $20,000 to start a jewelry store. Not the best thing to start out with, and the profit margin is just not great. Liquor stores. There's only one liquor store on this street, so then that's another one that is pretty good to get started with. Supermarkets. Uh, Typically, the one that we work at, which is this one right here, the Elgato, that's the one that has the best hours. The rest of these are usually only open from like 11 to 10. Yeah, so yeah, you can't get to them in the morning. This one is open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. So that's usually the best one to go to, unless it's in the middle of the day. There are also law firms and web development agencies that you can run if that's what you choose to do. But for now, we're not. We're probably going to start with gifts or flowers. Most likely flowers. I think that's usually the best one to start out with. We can check and see how much the flowers are. Again, let's see. Cheap flower, you get 40 for $277. So that is what? A little between $6 and $7. I think it's going to cost us a little bit more because we got the market price multiplier moved up a bit, and then cheap gifts, you get more of them, $200, but it costs $1,400 to get a box of them. So another thing, that is available is the Market Insider, which shows you what products are in demand. So here, in the garment district where we'll probably start. Oh, look at that! Cheap flour is the number one thing. Zero businesses. Jewelry's always high on the list, and then expensive flour is the second thing. So I think we're definitely going to go with flowers to start out with. Hopefully, flower stores will start before we can actually get started. It's going to take us a few days here to get started. We'll work for a couple days, and then we'll try to get a loan, and then we'll probably start out to uh, maybe get things set up on our first day off from work, which is Friday, and today is Monday. So we're just going to sleep probably until it's time to go to work. We'll keep an eye on our food up here so we don't get too hungry. We don't want to run out of food. We got enough money for one thing of food. That was the main limitation. So we're at half, pretty much. I think we can make it through the night. Okay, one more sleep. That'll take us to 5:29, which will be perfect because the store opens at 6. We can run up there and buy some food, and then we'll sleep on the bench outside the store until it's time to get to work. This is really an amazing game. I really, really like it. I've been pretty much playing it constantly for a couple of weeks now. Whoa, there's the store. Past it. Alright, so to get something to eat, we need a shopping basket. And then we grab a fresh food. And we come over here to the checkout counter. And we place our order. And then we can eat the food, which fills up our food bar. So that's great. Throw away the paper bag. And then we come out here and we will sleep until just before work, which is 8 a.m. So we will sleep till 7:49. You always want to give yourself a couple minutes extra because sometimes the timer will go over. And basically we come over here and we get started working. Sign yourself. And then we can fast forward time, watch the folks walking around here. This basically shows what it looks like when people are shopping, and this is kind of the same thing that we'll be doing in our store once we start a store. We'll be running the register at first, and then we can get some employees. And they can do that, and we can do other things like go get product to sell, look at starting other businesses, take business classes. You have to take one class, a 10-hour class, before you can hire employees, and then you have to take another class, a 24-hour class, before you can open your second business. Alright. Basically, I'm doing it this way because there are no viewers. If there had been viewers, I would have get your shopping basket, get some more food. See, we got $175. We signed in 1 minute late, and it docked us $25, which is Totally unfair, but typical for corporate America. Alright, we don't need to eat that just yet. We can let that bar go down a little bit. Let's see. Well, let's walk down to the park again. Alright, before we can actually sit down on the bench, we have to eat the food, which we've gotten pretty low now, so we're going to go ahead and eat that. We're going to throw away our paper bag, and then we're going to go to the bench, and we're going to sleep until it's time to work tomorrow. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're playing Big Ambitions. I started with $8. I'm sleeping in the park right now, getting ready for my job tomorrow. I'm going to wake up just before 6 a.m. so we can get up to the store and buy some food. And there's the Elgato Food Market. We're going to go in and get some food. We'll grab a shopping basket. We'll get the food. We'll head to the register. Click on the register. Place the order. Wait in line. No line. I'm going to, well, we don't have to eat the food. We're not quite starving yet. Come over here and we'll show you. Here's the bank. This is where you can get loans. And then if we come over here, this is the business school. This is where you take classes. We have to take a class to be able to hire employees. It's a 10-hour class. And then we have to take a second class, which is 24 hours, to be able to open a second business. Alright, so we've got just a few minutes before work, 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and eat the food, throw away the paper bag, and we're going to sleep on this bench for 20 minutes. 19 minutes. Oh no, 7:54. We'll probably get docked some pay again today. Go to the register. Where are you going? Go to the register. Register. Sign. Yep. We didn't get in time, so we're going to get docked again. Alright, so you can fast forward time, and you can watch the people come up like this, or you can time machine right to the end of the shift, which we'll do. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock. We don't need food just yet. The bank does not close until 5, so we can come over here and see if they'll give us a loan. We've worked for 2 days now, so we have some positive income. This is Larry. We can ask for a new loan. Hi, Larry. I would like $5,000. Confirm. Oh, he can definitely help with that. And now we have more than $5,000 in our account. So we can come over here to this little place. Square appliances. We don't have anywhere to put it yet, so let's go on the map. And you can see where the stores are. So there's clothing stores, coffee shops, fast food restaurants. We really don't want to do any of those. Clothing is a good one, but there seems to be a bunch here in the. This is the kind of the cheapest area to rent buildings from. So there's one on both sides of the street, so we don't want to do that. Gifts and flowers. We checked the demand thing earlier, and cheap flowers were 99%, expensive flowers 99%. There's nobody selling those in the garment district, so that's what we're going to go for is flowers. So if you look, the flower shops, this is Hell's Kitchen, and this is the garment district. Hell's Kitchen up there, Garment District down here. No florists. So that's what we're going to start. We can say retail buildings for rent. There's none down on this end of the street, which is where I typically like to start. But this one right here, it has the same amount of traffic as capacity. So that's pretty good. It's very small, which is fine. It's very narrow. Let's see what this other building looks like. No, don't rent it just yet. This one right here, it has much bigger traffic. It's the same size, and it's also very narrow. So that's not great. That one was $20, but basically because it has higher traffic. This one, 50 traffic, 30 capacity. It's going to be a little higher rent. Oh yeah, $81 a day, and it costs $2,500 deposit basically. So and you'll see it's huge. It has a big storeroom. We don't really need anything that big for our flower shop. So we'll go back to the. Let's see, do we want to pay $5 more a day for 14 extra traffic? I think that's well worth it. Basically, we probably won't even have to advertise at all. So let's do that. Let's rent this one. We're going to start a new business. We're going to call it Gray's Flowers. Pretty simple. If you have a comment about what you want to call it, if you want to change the name, we can do that. No business type in it. Oh, I know. Yep, you got to click on one of these up here. And you can see gift shop, clothing store, coffee shop, fast food restaurant, florist, jewelry store, liquor store, supermarket. Eventually, you'll be able to do law firms and web development agencies as well. I'm not sure what the prerequisite for that is, but eventually it's something you can do. We'll possibly get there at some point. All right, so here we go. It shows our traffic index. It tells us whether we're doing marketing, all the customer service, pricing, interior cleanliness. This is what people think about your business. Everything's at 50% right now. You'll be able to see customers over time here, and then by hour for the previous day. Your sales and stuff were here in EconoView. There's inventory and pricing, schedules. This is where you tell it you're open, and also where you schedule your employees. If you have any deliveries, will show up here. Your marketing contracts will show up here, and then your settings are over here. So we're going to go with the black background. We're going to, we're going to have a blue font. We're going to have a blue logo picture, and then we're going to change our font. We're going to go with Anton. I like that one. And here you see our name. We can change our name right here if we decide to. So we'll save that, and you'll see up here our little logo changed. And then I can also show you once we get up there that you can change the way the sign looks. So let's go into the appliance store. We are in the appliance store. So, we need a hand truck. So we're going to grab one of these cabinets. We're going to grab a cash register. We're going to grab some shopping baskets. And we're going to grab one of these rounded shelves. And then we'll go to the cash register and place that order. It's $2,700. And then we wait in line. Alright, and we've paid for stuff. And now we're going to run up the street with our little hand truck and our 4 boxes. All that stuff fit in those 4 little boxes. So that's pretty good. And for some reason, he likes to run right out on the edge of the sidewalk. See? I'm clicking on the inside of the sidewalk, and sometimes he'll still just veer around the trees. It's crazy. I don't know why it happens. But it's alright. And you'll see right there's our building that we just rented. And so we'll go inside. And we'll start setting stuff up. We'll place our cabinet for our cash register. We'll put that toward the back up here, right in the middle. And click on the manage storage. Grab our shopping baskets. We'll place those right by the door and rotate them by right clicking. Put the cash register on top of the cabinet. It'll only fit in one direction, so as long as your cabinet's placed properly, you want your the arrow to point to where you're going to be standing, and then when you place the cash register, the arrow will point to where the customer is standing. And so we'll get their rounded shelf, and we'll place that, and we'll place that right there. We'll give them just enough room to walk around and get in line. And then when we get another shelf, we'll place it more toward the front of the store, kind of where I'm standing now. It'll be the expensive one, so we'll want that to be the first thing they see. You can go into interior designer, and you'll see the customers will complain that our walls and floors are ugly. We don't want to spend any money on that right now. But another thing you can do here is if you right click on the cash register, you can set your custom queue. And so normally it'll be set all the way out here by the front door, and the customer will walk all the way to the front door and then back to the register. But we don't want them to do that, so we're going to put it right over here. And that way they'll get their stuff and they'll come to here and then go to the cash register. And that'll be where a line forms. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. Get rid of that by clicking back on interior designer again. It's 8 o'clock. We're going to go grab some food. We can leave that right there, and the next time we come in the store, it'll disappear. Let me check and see what time the wholesale place closes. I need to rotate this around. I'm used to looking at it this way. At least we're not far from the distro place while we'll be walking. Okay, so it closed at 8. So we need to grab some food, and we're going to have to go all the way down here to sleep. The thing is should we quit our job? I think we should. Normally I wait until the day off to get things set up, but things worked out pretty good this time. So the only thing we need is paper bags and flowers, and we're ready to open. Eventually we can run up here to the furniture store and grab a bed, and then possibly you can get a refrigerator either there or back down in the place where we bought our stuff for our store. So let's get everything off of here. Unclick that, and then we'll find the supermarkets. All right, there's one right across the street. Discount market, great. All right, so we'll go ahead. We'll grab a shopping basket. We'll get some food, same price in these stores, so that's okay. Now you can only get one food at a time. Well, I guess you could buy more, and we can place our paper bag in the store. Let's do that. Let's get some more. Let's get 3 of them for now. We'll come over here, place the order, wait in line. All right, so we got our food, and then we can actually get in there. We can place it in the back of the store right back here. Let's go ahead and eat one, and then we'll place it right there, and it'll be there when we come back. And now, but we still have to sleep on a bench until we get a bed. And I don't think there are any benches up here. Basically, there's none on this side of 4th Avenue, which is the street that we're walking towards right now. Let's go ahead and quit the job. Sorry. And we have to go over here. We can sleep right in front of the bank. And you'll see our happiness is up. And if you click on that, it'll tell you why. Because we walked in the park. There's 20 hours left on that. That gives you a 30% boost. We have positive revenue. That's from our job. That's going to go away. 4 hours left, and we're not going to have positive revenue tomorrow. So, actually, we might because we can probably open up tomorrow. And in the first apartment, there's 5 days left on that. It considers if you rent a retail shop, it actually considers that an apartment. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put our bed in there. So it will basically be our apartment for a while. Because, like I said, it's much cheaper than renting an actual residential place. So once we're making some money, we'll go ahead and we'll get an apartment too, and we'll try to get one right beside the store. All right, so we're going to sleep. The uh, the warehouse opens at 8 a.m. So we'll sleep until as close to 8 as possible. So our profit was 155. That's basically the 175 we made at the job, and minus the $20 that we paid for rent. Doesn't count any of the other. All right, 604. That's pretty good. And I think from here it's going to take about close to 2 hours to get up there, maybe an hour and a half. So we'll go ahead and start that direction. Oh, there's a bench. I didn't realize that was there. Oh, that's because I'm going the wrong way. Never mind. Well, we can go up this way. See, there's the school. We're on 4th Avenue right now. Sometimes these streets feel really long. See, veered around the lamppost or the tree or whatever it was. Okay, across the street. Head up this way. The Suits Law Firm. And we head up this way. Kebabs, kebabs. And this is the warehouse. We can just click on that, and we'll take this little shortcut here. And it's closed. 7:29. Okay, so we got 30 minutes, and there are no benches. I don't think. We'll double check. Yeah, I don't see any around. Well, we'll be ready to go in as soon as they open. So we need paper bags, and we need cheap flowers. All right, here we go. 8 o'clock. Get in there. All right, grab us a hand truck. Get some paper bags. And I think the flowers are all the way in the back. You can see you pretty much can buy everything in this warehouse. There we go. Cheap flowers, $335. And if we go to the map, click on this place, open it up, browse the inventory. Oh, $335.09. Okay. I thought it was cheaper on the listed price. Because when I played before, the can we get another one? $4.93. Yeah, we can go ahead and grab. We can go ahead and get 3 of them. 1164. Yeah, cool. All right, so we won't have to come back for a little while. Oh, but anyway, as I was saying, like, it was the price it was showing me on the listing was less than what I was actually paying in the store. So I don't know if that's something that they fixed. I thought it was due to the market price multiplier that I had set in the settings before I started the game, but maybe not. Maybe it's something else. Another thing that you see in the Market Insider, you see this import price index. So right now, cheap flowers is 1.4. So basically, that's you know the base price times 1.4, and so that makes the price higher to us. Now, it also means that we can charge a little bit more than the base price. I like 20, what is that? That's 125 plus 100, or 250 plus 100 is 350. We could technically charge $35. I don't like the way to go all the way up to that. So if it's 1.4, which multiplies out to $35, I would typically charge 30, and I try to like check that every day. And as things go up, or down, you change the price based on what the market is calling for, and it seems to work out as long as I stay a little bit under that. Okay, so there's our flowers, and we put our paper bags at the register, and guess what? We can open. We can park that here. We still got pretty good on food, so let's come back to the cash register. Um, Business is currently closed. That's not going to be that way for long. We click on BizMan, and it'll list all your businesses right here. So we can click on that. Go to schedule, and today is Thursday, which today is a great day to start because typically you get busier Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It keeps going up. Wednesday is typically the slowest day. Sunday is about equal to Friday, sometimes a little higher. Monday it goes down a little bit. Monday and Thursday are typically kind of equal. Uh, Tuesday is the second least busy day, and then Wednesday is the least busy day. So we can click on that, open. It is 10:22, so we're going to go ahead and say we're opening at 10. We're going to close at 3, but then we're going to open back up at 4, and we're going to try to stay open until midnight. The reason I'm doing this is in case our food is low. Our energy is pretty good. I don't know if it's going to make it till midnight, and there's nowhere really super close to sleep. So that's the one bad thing about starting up on this end of the street. Thank you for the follow up, Bolt Simmons. I really appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying the stream. And so we're assigned, we're opening up, we can fast forward time, and these people, the reason we're only fast forwarding here is because we're going to look at the messages that the folks are giving us. They're not really saying much right now, but I did see one of them said something, which is, it's usually the walls and floors are so ugly here, and then that one said the walls and floors are ugly. And then they will also say, I like it when stores play music. It's awkwardly quiet in here. Walls and floors are ugly. We are doing a pretty brisk business. Pretty good. All right, so we're going to close. We're going to go grab our food. Grab it. We're going to eat one. We're going to put it back down. We're going to get back on the register. It's not quite time to open back up yet. Cancel that. Let's walk outside and just make sure there's no benches around. We can sleep for 30 minutes. I do not see any. So no benches up on this end of the street, which is sad. So what I can do, I'll go on into the schedule. Dun, 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 dun. And then just move this back to 3 again, and so that way we can open up immediately. We will probably run out of energy before midnight, so we'll see what happens. Hello, welcome to the stream. I see I got another viewer. I hope you're enjoying. We're playing Big Ambitions. This is our first store. I need to fast forward the time. They're telling us our walls and floors are ugly. I started with $8, which is enough for one thing of food. I worked for 2 days, and then I went and got a $5,000 loan to open this store. I worked for 2 days at the supermarket. Main thing we're wondering about right now is this energy going to last till midnight, which is when I have the store open to. We started a flower store. There were no flower stores in the garment district, so we pretty much have a monopoly right now on flowers. We've already went through one box of 40 flowers, I think. Yeah, 40. In our first day. So we're going to make some pretty good money today. And we'll probably go up to the warehouse and buy some more flowers before we open tomorrow. I'll probably run the store by myself until Wednesday of the following week. It's Thursday right now. All right, we made it till midnight. So we got to go. Well, let's go grab our food. We don't need to eat it yet. We'll wait till we get to the bench. Let's see, what do we got? 28 or 18. So we sold 58 flowers on the first day that we were open. That is pretty good. I don't know that I've ever had that good of a first day, but a lot of times when I'm opening up on the first day, I'm only opening like 4 to 12, and today I was open longer. I opened at like 10:30, worked till 3, had a bite to eat, and then opened back up at like 3:30, and was open till 12. So it was a pretty good day. All right, so we're gonna eat the food. We're gonna sleep on the bench. Oh, throw away the bag. Sleep on the bench. Bench, please. All right, 4 hours. That'll get us till 5 a.m. All right, so click on it one more time. And so it took about an hour and a half to get up there to the warehouse. But I would like my energy full, so at 9, I don't want to sleep till 9. Let's try 7. We'll go grab some food, and then we'll go buy some more flowers. Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode of our Big Ambitions Challenge. I hope you enjoyed this thrilling journey as we tackled the hardships of building a business empire from scratch. Which reminds me, why not scratch that like button? And if you don't want to miss a single step of this exciting adventure, make sure to claw the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Got any tips, strategies, or just want to share your thoughts? Drop a comment below and let's grow together. Tune in to the next episode as we continue to conquer the concrete jungle of New York City. We will dream big, work hard, and never give up. Until next time, this is the Gray Cat signing off. And remember, have a great day.